guys, we're here for our last Bible story of the school year. Can you believe it's the last Bible story of the school year? Today we're going to read a story about how Jesus fed people. And he had just a little bit of food and he fed a lot of people. It's called The Feeding of 5,000, and you can find it in Matthew 14 and Mark 6 and Luke 9. That means it's in 3 books of the Bible, so it must be a really important story, huh guys? It says, there were once 5,000 tired and hungry and probably very grumpy people, sitting on a hillside waiting for their dinner. They'd come to hear Jesus that day. They came before breakfast, and they stayed all morning and all afternoon and way past dinner time. They didn't mean to be there that long, but that's how it was when you listened to Jesus. You forgot what time it was and you just kept going. But now, everyone was really tired and hungry and grumpy, and they didn't want to go home. They wanted Jesus to feed them because they hadn't brought enough food, and they couldn't go and buy food because there wasn't a grocery store over there. They couldn't get a burger and fries because, well, they were in the middle of nowhere with no shops or restaurants. Besides, they didn't really have shops or restaurants that sold that kind of stuff back then. What would they do? What could they do, guys? They had no food? I don't know. Let's find out. Jesus' friends had an idea. Let's send everyone home for dinner. They don't need to go, Jesus said. You give them something to eat. But didn't Jesus' friends say there was no food? How are they going to give them something to eat? Did Jesus want them to travel all the way to town and buy food for everyone? Jesus' friends panicked. But we don't have enough money. What food do you have? Said Jesus. Go and see. So they went to the 5,000 people to see if anybody had any food. Well, there was a little boy in the crowd. He had brought a lunch that his mother made for him that morning. He looked at his 5 loaves of bread. So he had 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. It wasn't much, not nearly enough for 5,000, but it was all he had. Do you think that 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish are going to feed everybody? I don't know. I have some, he told them. Jesus' friends laughed when they saw his little lunch. That's not enough, they said, but they were wrong. Jesus knew it didn't matter how much the little boy had. God would make it enough. He would make it more than enough. Jesus said, bring me what you have. And so the little boy gave Jesus his lunch. Here you go, here's my lunch. Jesus winked at the little boy and whispered, watch. How in the world will Jesus feed everyone with just that? Jesus' friends said, because they thought it was impossible. Did you guys know that with Jesus, there's nothing that is impossible as long as we believe? But Jesus knew the one who made all the fish in the oceans, and Jesus knew the one who in the very beginning made everything. Remember when we had that story about how God made everything? How hard would something like this be for someone like that? Jesus took the little boy's lunch, looked up to heaven, and thanked his Father. Then Jesus gave the little lunch back to the friends. As Jesus' friends started to hand out the food, do you want to know what happened? It was the strangest thing. No matter how much they broke off, there was always more and more and more. Enough for 5,000. Everyone ate as much as they wanted, second helpings, third helpings, and even some had fourths until they were all full. And there were leftovers. Can you believe that? It was 5 loaves and 2 fish, and it fed 5,000 people, and there were leftovers? Well, Jesus did lots of miracles like this, things people didn't think could happen. But the most wonderful thing in the world is that God has been doing this from the beginning, of course, taking nothing and making it everything, taking emptiness and filling it up. So you know what? He could do anything he wanted. He just prayed and there was enough food for everybody. I've really enjoyed sharing all these Bible stories with you guys. I'm going to miss doing that, but I wanted to stop by saying how much Larry's going to miss you guys. He had a great year with you. Remember, we gave him a hug earlier this week. Let's give him one more. Ready? Yeah. Larry says he loves you guys. And you know what, guys? I love you too. I made a little sign for you guys to tell you how much I love you. It's got everybody's name on here. I love you guys so much. I'm so glad I've been your teacher this year. I'm sad that we didn't get to end the year together, but I'm glad I got to make these videos for you. And I just wanted to tell you guys how much I love you. So we're going to sing a little song. Ready? Skidamarinky dinky dink, skidamarinky doo. I love you. Skidamarinky dinky dink, skidamarinky doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Oh, skidamarinky dinky dink, skidamarinky doo. I love you. And guys, I do love you. I love you and I miss you. I miss all your hugs and your smiles. But you know what? Larry missed you. I missed you. Someone else missed you too. Miss Kathy missed you. She's got a message for you guys too. Hi Ladybugs. Miss Kathy here, coming to you just to tell you thank you so very much for those pictures, texts, and videos that you have sent to Miss Carla and me. We loved them so very much to see how much you guys have grown over the summer, and hope to see you back in Waterstone Preschool next year. I want to tell you that I still miss you very, very much, and I'm sending all my loves, hugs, and kisses to you. So stay safe, and I will see you next year in school. Love you very much. Take care. Thank you.